Last Monday night, Steelers linebacker Ryan Shazier was carted off the field after suffering an injury to his spine after making a tackle with the crown of his helmet. Here now to take a closer look at his recovery is Dr. Greg Horner of Tri-Valley Orthopaedic, Dr. James Chen with San Francisco Sports Medicine in this week's Second Opinion. And guys, that was a really scary hit to watch, and he's still not out of the woods.
He is not out of the woods. In fact, right now is the most important aspect of his recovery. So he underwent a spinal stabilization surgery. We don't know if it's the cervical or his thoracic spine where this injury occurred. But I will say that unfortunately on the sidelines as a team doctor, and you as well, Dr. Chen, we've seen these scary episodes, usually related to not keeping your head up when you take a hit. It's one of these things you really can't think to do because, it's the worst possible instinct to want to expose your face and your neck to oncoming trauma. But what do you think? What do you think is going to happen? What do you think is the future of this injury?
Well, here we have a picture of him being carted off. This is definitely one of those injuries where you just kind of pray and hope that, he has a good outcome. This is a model of someone's neck, and you can see here the spinal cord running up and down in the yellow. There's bones in front and back that kind of surround the cord. And if you snap your neck forward, you can injure the spinal cord. So here's an MRI showing this area right here where you can see this signal in the spinal cord, and it's white there, and that's not what you want to see. That is not good. That's like a bruised spinal cord, and that typically means that you've either injured the bone or ligaments around it, and so it's unstable. Sometimes you'll need to have a spinal surgery where you actually put a plate and screws in and fuse the area to protect the injured cord. Everyone wants to know, can you return to play after this? From this type of surgery, actually in the NFL, 2/3 of people can return to play. Wow. But for Shazier, the real issue is how his cord is going to respond. So the prognosis is more guarded. If you've injured your cord, even if you did return to play, if he had another injury, that would be catastrophic. So, I'm certainly rooting for him, and hopefully this is a happy ending and a feel-good story. But, the prognosis is really guarded for me about return to play.
And if it happens to not be the cervical spine, instead the lumbar spine, the thoracolumbar spine is where the burst fractures typically occur. So if it's in his lower back, it's probably related to a fracture that was stabilized. The prognosis is actually a little bit better there. The recoveries are more frequent, but with long-term neurological deficits, which could interfere with his ability to return.